Welcome to Scholar Lentera Kasi. My name's Adam Mara, I'm a principal here, and I'd like to take you through a little bit about what we believe in and what we stand for as an educational institution. So the first thing I'd like to talk about today is the school's vision. And our vision really is about making sure our children are ready for the future and they're ready with the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed no matter what they encounter. The school's vision is as follows. Scholar Lentera Kasi believes that every child attending school can be a responsible, successful, lifetime learner who will be excited about learning in a caring Christian environment, who will acquire the skills and knowledge to meet the challenges of the future, and who will have a strong sense of the community. So the key parts of this: a responsible lifetime learner, somebody who likes learning, enjoys learning, and continues learning for life. This is needed for children, this is needed for adults in order to succeed in the modern world. Obviously, we want them to enjoy working and studying in a Christian environment. This is an important part of the school. And of course, preparing them for the future. We don't necessarily know what jobs will be out there in the future, but we need to prepare them for the great unknown. The school's mission is to adhere to the belief and respect in God, obviously as a Christian school, to provide experiences and activities that encourage and support a range of learning styles. We expect students to develop skills and attitudes that will prepare them to take advantage of emerging opportunities in the future, and we aim to deliver international standardized education that is geared to meet the needs of students in the 21st century. So important parts there. Adhere to the belief and respect in God, to make sure that we meet a range of learning styles. We all learn in different ways. Some people need hands-on stuff, some people love visual stuff, but we try and reach all those learning styles to allow them to learn in the best way possible. And of course, we've got down the bottom there to make sure they're ready for the future. We need them to learn skills, upskill, be adaptable for the future, because we don't really know what's going to happen. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the school values. The first one there you can see is caring. We want our students to be caring, to care about one another, to show empathy, to show kindness. The next one is learning. Obviously, as a school, we want our students to learn, not just at school, we want them to learn after school. We want them to keep learning, as mentioned, for their whole lives. We need to instill a love of learning. The next one is talking about cooperation and sharing. You can't do anything these days alone. You must collaborate. And it's one of the skills for the 21st century. All the employees need it. You need to work together, you need to communicate with one another, and you absolutely must have the skills necessary to collaborate. And the last one there is fairness and respect. Obviously, when they're playing sports, they need to be respectful. When they're doing business, respectful. We care a lot about the interactions between our students and other people, very, very much. Next is our school logo. So you've seen the logo, I'm sure, maybe on the gate, maybe on the school signs around the school. You'll notice that it is an eagle, but you might not know what it's all about. What does it all symbolize? Firstly, the eagle symbolizes courage, resourcefulness, strength, and dignity that we want to instill in our children. Its blazing eye reflects the name of the school, Lentera, which means light. The 4 strands of the eagle's wing represent each of the 4 points of both our vision and mission. And the primary colors of red, blue, and yellow represent, respectively, the primal passion, integrity, and creative energies in which we pursue our objectives of education. Sometimes when you hear people discuss SLK, they might say that we are an SPK school. Some parents will know what this means, some might not. So let me inform you a little bit about what an SPK school is, so you're informed about the system. SPK stands for Satuan Pendidikan Kerjasama, which translates into English as a joint cooperative school. It's the designated title that Indonesian government has given since about 2015 to international schools. Now, previously we had international schools with international in the name. The government has decided to ban that, so now the international schools previously have renamed those schools. They are now SPK schools. The reason for that is any school running the national curriculum alongside an international curriculum, as well as hiring expatriate teachers, must be an SPK school and must be inspected by the government regularly to be accredited for that. In order to gain the title, they must get an A-level national accreditation from the local government and that means we are inspected. They check us, they make sure that we are teaching the subjects that are required, make sure that our resources are available, make sure our school is working indeed at international school level. We have 3 compulsory subjects as part of the national curriculum. Those 3 subjects are PPKN, civics, Bahasa Indonesia, religion and character studies, all really important aspects of being an SPK school. We've got our international curriculum, we've got those compulsory subjects that must be taught as part of an SPK school. Our curriculums we follow, we're running 3 curriculums, all sort of alongside one another. As mentioned, we do have to teach the national curriculum. We teach the Cambridge curriculum as our international choice of curriculum. And of course, we run a few subjects as the SLK curriculum as supplementary subjects. Another question we're sometimes asked is, why did SLK choose the Cambridge curriculum? There's IB, there's IPC, there's other curriculums out there. Why did we choose Cambridge as our international curriculum? The simple answer to this is, it's a beautifully designed curriculum. It gathers skills and knowledge and it builds them one on top of each other and allows students to succeed across the school and then on to university. It has incredible support for teachers in the form of websites, materials, training. It inspects schools to make sure that we are up to Cambridge standards. They come through the school, they check our lesson plans, they check our assessment, they check our resources, they check our facilities. They go through with a fine-tooth comb and make sure we are indeed at Cambridge level. We have 10,000 different schools that run Cambridge across the globe, and we can network with those schools and exchange ideas and work together. In terms of recognition, there are 1,400 different universities across the globe that recognize Cambridge qualifications as part of their onboarding process, and this is quite incredible when it comes to entering university. Cambridge has a pathway, and I think that's what I mentioned earlier about the steps going through. They build one on top of each other. It starts with the Cambridge primary program, moves up to Cambridge lower secondary, and then into upper secondary. In upper secondary, you come across these external exams known as the IGCSEs. These are important exams and a beautiful stepping stone towards university. So after IGCSEs, the next level up is Cambridge Advanced level. This is where our students come across A levels and AS levels, and they learn to really master extremely high level studies in order to put them on good stead to succeed at university.
Hi everyone, my name is Yosafat Diaswikarta. I'm the Primary Curriculum Coordinator. And here I'm going to explain further about primary curriculum, co-curricular activities, and some other programs in SLK. So this is our lessons that the students are learning in the primary department. They are English, Mathematics, Science, Art and Design, ICT, and Health and Physical Education. These subjects use Cambridge primary curriculum. And as mentioned by Mr. Adam before, we also have the national curriculum. They are Bahasa Indonesia, PPKN, Religion and Character Studies. Other than that, we also developed our own subjects. They are Balinese culture, music, Indonesian studies, Indonesian as a foreign language, and social studies. Then these are the co-curricular activities that we have in the primary level. They are swimming, soccer, Little Scout, origami, recycle craft, drawing and coloring, kidinomics, and basketball. We also have other CCA. They are music technology, band club, and yoga. Other than CCA, we also have after-school activities. So, the students can join these after-school activities. They are swimming, soccer, acoustic guitar, drawing, visual art, basketball, taekwondo, and Mandarin. And as I said before, in primary department, we also have some programs to help the students. First, we have bridging program. After a long period of working online and some blended learning, some of our students have struggled to maintain focus and have gaps in their knowledge. So the aim of this program is to fill those gaps. and bridge any knowledge or skills that may have been missed by those students who struggled last year. Students who were promoted conditionally will be expected to join these sessions. So these struggling students must join this bridging program. And then the teachers can help them in the English and mathematics. We focus on the literacy and numeracy. And the second program that we gave to our students is self-study period. So self-study period is a 45 minutes session during which teachers are available to answer questions about any assignments, schoolwork or projects. Each subject teacher has 2 sessions per week where they are available for their students. And the timetable for self-study is available in that Google Classroom.
Another really important part of school and education as a whole is assessment. And our teachers take this very seriously. We assess students in multiple ways using a variety of tools. We use our school Engage system to make sure all the data gets uploaded, and that's where our school reports end up getting sent out to parents. In terms of the information that we try and gather and the types of assessment we do, our teachers use all kinds of tasks and all kinds of essays and projects and portfolios to try and gather a really good, clear picture of where our students are. Some examples of that, things like portfolios. Teachers will collect all the work, different kinds of work, and grade it and put it all in one book so that it can be shared with parents. That's one great way to do it. Sometimes it's performance tasks, things like presentations, debates, speeches. These all build a really clear picture, but also confidence in those students. Sometimes students will be asked to complete task-based assessments where they have to complete and show their skills that they've been taught for that term. Projects can be done. These could be individual projects or group projects. Both of those require different skills. We do internal quizzes, we do internal tests, and of course we do internal exams in the form of semester exams. So 2 exams each year from the school, but we also have some external tests and exams. And in primary school we have the checkpoint tests, which are at grade 6 and grade 8, and we also have AKM, which is at grade 8 and grade 5. A vital part at the heart of every school are its educators. And our educators have worked very, very hard in order to upskill, in order to learn new technology, in order for our teachers to put on the best classes possible in these interesting times with hybrid learning. Now, one of the things they've done in order to upskill has been studying, and all our teachers now are Google educators. They are certified Google educators. They've gone through a course. They've learned to use all the Google tools in the Google Workspace. Some of these workspace tools are things like Google Classroom, Google Meets, Google Calendars, Google Drive, and all of those things really help us to meet the needs of our students using technology during these interesting times. Another thing to mention about our teachers is they're all educated, they're all highly trained. Our English teachers are all native speakers, so they're all expatriates, to make sure that they are giving the perfect example in terms of pronunciation and form in terms of their English to reach the needs of all of our students. And that brings me to hybrid learning. Hybrid learning is a really important part of the way we run our school currently. Due to government restrictions only allowing a maximum of 50% of the capacity in the classroom, we can only have a maximum of 13 students in each class. If we have above that, we have to split that class, and we have half the class doing online, half the class offline. We make sure that they get 50% face-to-face and 50% online to make sure everyone has the equal exposure to face-to-face learning. As mentioned, we do some external assessments, and it's important for us as a school to do that so we can compare ourselves with other international schools and make sure we're on par or above where they're at. We like to be the best at what we do. Now, as you can see before you, these are the checkpoint results for grade 6 from last year, and you can see the score for our students, and below that you'll find the international average for that score. So if you look at English, our students got 4.2. The international average was 3.8. So we can safely say that English of our students is above the average in international schools. Mathematics, our students scored 4.5. The international average was 3.8. So again, our students are working above average for international schools. Science, our students scored 4.5. The international average again, 4.1. So you can see for the key core components of the curriculum of English, mathematics and science, our students are performing above average, and it's something that we are very proud of. We can compete and we can be better than other international schools. We'd like to say thank you very much for joining us, and if you have any further questions, feel free to make an appointment. Me and Mr. Diaz will be more than happy to show you around the school and answer any questions that you have.
Check our Instagram account, Facebook, website, and WhatsApp is also available.